What's up, everyone? Welcome to Sunday. Sunday is finally fucking here, man. I'm pumped. Shout out to my guys over here. They just finished their One Jaguars show, preview for the Jaguars and the Commanders. But, man, it is Sunday. The freaking hopes are high. How we feeling today, y'all boys? How we feeling?
Feeling good. I'm feeling like we're going to get a W, man. Everybody's 0-0, all right? We got just as much chance as the Packers right now, okay?
Yes,
That's
do.
just the truth of it.
Yeah, I'm feeling good too. I think the Commanders are no match for the Jaguars today. So pretty happy about that.
Pretty easy week one for y'all, I feel like. I think the Jags are going to get the job done. But, man, it's finally here, y'all. We already went through one game, so let's bring it up. Let's talk about the Thursday night game before we jump into the Sunday. Let's just get a little quick preview or a quick recap, I should say. So the Bills are just a wagon. I mean, they just absolutely destroyed the Rams, it seemed like. And I know I'm going to be laggy for a little bit, but whatever. But what's your thoughts on this game, guys? Like, I had the Bills winning, but I didn't expect it to be like this. That was just torture.
Yeah, well, let me start by saying, okay, I did not get my Bovada off to a hot start. I took the Rams to win this game straight up. Completely lost my $2 investment, but whatever. We'll talk about the Bovada thing later, okay? Look, with the Rams, their offensive line looked fucking terrible, guys. I mean, the left tackle spot, they clearly do not have a solution for that, okay?
Was it Note Boom, number 7?
Yeah, Note Boom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they also lost their center in this game for 2 to 4 weeks, so that's going to make things even worse. I will say, at the very least, you could say this could potentially be the toughest matchup that offensive line will have, because the Bills are absolutely stacked at the defensive line. Von Miller ends up getting 2 sacks. They got 7 sacks total in this freaking game, okay? For the Rams, Cooper Kupp was the only one doing anything on offense, okay? And most of that I do feel like was because of the offensive line. The running backs also didn't look good. Darrell Henderson was a surprise start to everybody, and he played most of the time.
He did.
I don't know if you saw this, but Sean McVay actually called out Cam Akers and said he needs to be more accountable, and that's why he's not getting as much playing time. And somebody did pull a clip from the game, and Cam Akers looked completely lost in pass protection. He didn't know what the fuck he was supposed to do. It was very clear that he had no clue what his job was on that play. So I definitely see what he was talking about. For the Bills, okay, these guys look freaking terrific. All right. Josh Allen already starts his MVP run. Obviously, he had the 2 picks, but one of them was actually Isaiah McKenzie's fault because it was in his hands and he just dropped it. I forgot who took it, but somebody took it straight out of his hands. So one of those wasn't on him, but he had that Derrick Henry like stiff arm on one of their safeties that I'm sure just got the entire NFL world pumped up. And the best part of the night for me, Jalen Ramsey got absolutely destroyed, man. I mean, this guy talks so much, and he got destroyed not only from Stephon Diggs, but also from Gabriel Davis, okay? He got fooled on a play action pass that ended up being a touchdown, which was clearly his fault because he bit all the way in. But, yeah, those were my thoughts on the game, man. I'm super happy with the outcome overall just because Jalen Ramsey got destroyed.
Yeah, I think they said that Ramsey was when he got targeted, they went 6 and 7 with like 100 and some yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, he was struggling all game long. The last big play was the Stephon Diggs 30-something yard touchdown that he just bit on it. Ramsey just bit on it. I don't know what he thought was going on, but Stephon just ran right by him, blew him by, and just scored on him, man. But it was funny, like Ramsey and Diggs were talking to each other throughout the whole freaking game. They're like, when Ramsey did break up that one pass, like Diggs was like this, it was hilarious.
Yeah. Did you see the play with Ramsey too? This one wasn't a big play, but I just thought it was hilarious. It was like a little curl route or something, but Jalen Ramsey literally falls on the ground. Like he literally just tumbles over himself. I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
I like how every play that Ramsey gets burned, he looks around like it was somebody else's fault.
Yeah, he always he always looks lost. Like, bro, that was on you, dog.
He always looks at Taylor Rapp's like, don't look at me in this one.
Yeah, but hey,
can we talk about Josh Allen just humping the face of Jalen Ramsey on that play?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what the hell is he doing? That was funny. So James Cook fumbled on his only carry. I'm sorry, Pedro.
Yes.
Pedro has him on fantasy, so I want to say sorry about that.
And
but
Singletary looked good, man.
He
Singletary
did.
looked pretty good last
did.
night. So, hey, we're all talking about James Cook, but maybe it ends up being Singletary's job. I mean, he did look hot at the end of last season.
Yeah, he did.
I agree.
But, I mean, that was still a good game to get it going. The Rams looked very rusty. You know, like the offense looked, you know, one-dimensional. Cooper Kupp. Just throw to him. You know, like Allen Robinson only had one catch,
2 targets all game.
Yeah. So right here, I mean, you got to get him more involved. This guy, I forgot.
I was just about to say, bro. Even that other random white guy got more targets.
My boy,
Skoranek, bro. He had 4 catches, fucking 6 targets.
He threw to his 3 white receivers.
And he built it off a lot to
maybe that's what he thinks WR stands for, white receivers.
Yeah. But that was a good game to get it going, man. But
yeah.
I'm glad, you know, that was the first game to get this season started. But let's jump to Sunday, y'all. You know, let's jump to the big time slate. You know, let me bring up the Falcons and the Saints. That's going to be the first game we're going to talk about here. I mean, divisional rivals starting week 1 off. Not really much to look forward to for the Falcons, but the Saints, they're going to be interesting this year. So what do you guys think? Who's going to walk away with this dub for them?
Well, I'll start. Okay, this game is a little interesting to me because I understand the Saints are probably going to destroy the Falcons, but listen, all right, we got a Marcus Mariota and Jameis Winston matchup. This is a revival game, guys. These are 2 quarterbacks that we didn't know if they were going to be starters again, but here we are. And here they are taking over the NFC South to kick it off. Michael Thomas expected to play. Drake London's going to play as well. Tyrone Matthew is questionable today with an illness. I'm assuming non-COVID because they're saying he might play, but we'll see. Obviously, I'm taking the Saints all day. I mean, how can you not?
Yeah. So, like you said, a couple injuries. Traquan Smith is out. Dwayne Washington's out. Not really much.
Who cares?
He's
about
not a big.
guys?
Yeah, exactly. So we'll keep an eye on Tyrone Matthew because Michael Thomas is playing. They came out and said that already. So we finally get to see Michael Thomas play some football. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Yeah,
a year and a half.
I got the Saints too. Too.
Saints are 5.5-point favorites to win this game on the road. I'm with y'all, man. I don't think the Falcons have a shot, and I actually like that spread. I think the Saints cover, man. I think they come out and they put clamps on the Falcons. I think that defense for the Saints is going to be a big time play this game. I mean, if you look at the Falcons on offense, you got Cordero Patterson and then, you know, Drake London and then Kyle Pitts. You know, so they don't really have a lot. You just got to lock down Kyle Pitts basically to win this game for me. So we all got
and I do think it's an ideal game for Michael Thomas as well, because I mean, look, it's a favorable week 1 matchup. It's not terrible because they do have AJ Terrell. So like it gives you a little competition over there, but at the same time, he's probably not going to shadow you. I mean, the Saints have 3 good receivers. I think it's highly unlikely he gets shadowed. So I think this is a good comeback game for him.
Yeah. So let's move on to another game that could be another blowout here. The Niners and the Bears. I mean, do we really have to talk much about this game, guys?
That's going to be ugly.
On paper.
You know what's interesting, y'all? You know what's interesting is, there are a lot of people picking the Bears to win this game. Like there are legitimately, there's a lot of people that are picking the Bears on this upset. They think that it's a good chance. I think it's a 0% chance. We've seen what their offensive line looks like. It's horrendous. Okay. And I don't care if you don't believe in Trey Lance. Look at how the 49ers operate, bro. They don't need you to be an elite quarterback for them to win football games. This is an easy W for the San Francisco 49ers, even without George Kittle, who isn't playing today. So I'm with you, Max. There's really nothing to talk about here. Velus Jones, the Bears rookie wide receiver, he's like a 3rd-round wide receiver. He's not going to play today. The Bears offensive line, it doesn't even matter. The Bears offensive line ain't going to let Justin Fields play today. I'll tell you that much. So I got the Niners by 20.
By 20, Jesus. Oh my God. So you like that 6.5 spread right there, huh?
Absolutely, they're going to favorite that spread.
I think that's too generous.
Yeah. I mean, the offensive line for the Bears is a big part of this. I think the front, the front couple four for the Niners are going to just absolutely destroy these guys, bro. Like, this isn't a contest, man. This is not a contest at all. And I got the Niners winning.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think we all
What's
do.
up? What's up? We got Andre White. What's going on, bro? He's a Bear fan, so let me click on his comment real quick. Are we going to get blown out? Like, wow.
Yes, yes, you are actually probably something very similar.
Damn.
Yep.
I see how it is, bro. Yeah, I think y'all do. What's up, Mark Speed? What's going on, y'all? Let's move on to the next game. Let me bring it up real quick. So the first couple games are gonna be blowouts. We were expecting. The 1 o'clocks aren't looking too good right now. But let's see if we can. Let me just hold on. My computer's messing up real quick.
Well, the next game I can tell you guys is the Steelers and the Bengals. I'm assuming you're using ESPN.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be the Steelers and the Bengals here. Deontay Johnson, he was questionable. He's expected to play in this game. Look, I mean, you got the AFC champions taking on Mike Tomlin and this new Steelers offense without Ben Roethlisberger. It should be really interesting. I think a lot of people probably expect this to be a blowout. I kind of don't expect this to be a blowout. Look, I think that the Steelers will have their first losing season this year. I really do.
Really?
Because they're another team with a struggling offensive line. But I do think that they're going to keep games close, okay? They still have – that defense is still really strong. They do have good playmakers. You look at the wide receiver. I mean, Chase Claypool, Deontay Johnson. Now George Pickens steps into the mix, and you can tell he's at the very least, that guy can block. You might want to put him on the offensive line, okay? And then Najee Harris. I mean, I think this is a team that's going to compete, and they're going to stick in there in games. But I got the Bengals winning it on a close one for me.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I think that 7-point spread, I like the Steelers covering that, man. I think it's going to be close. These two teams always kind of play, tough and competitive. So I know Trubisky is the new quarterback for the Steelers, but you always got to think about the Super Bowl hangover for some teams. It's real. It's real. Bengals are still a good team, but I don't think they're going to be as good as people think they are. I think they're going to have a little bit of a drop off. That's just I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I just think it might. I have the Bengals winning, but only probably about 3 points, not 7.
Yeah, I actually have the upset here. I have the Steelers beating the Bengals today. It's just they have a quarterback with a working arm now. It might not be the best arm, but last year with Ben Roethlisberger, man, he was like a corpse out there, man. Like he just. Like, where was he even playing last season? Is like what everybody was thinking. So, I think with Trubisky, the team's going to improve a little bit. Still a lot of question marks, but I got him with the upset.
Yeah, Mark Speed says there's a chance of rain in Cincinnati, so it could be a little ugly.
That's interesting, man. There are some favorable matchups for the Steelers in this game. Like, I mean, look, their defense against that offensive line, I understand that they're improved. They have 4 new starters this year, okay? 4 new starters. But the Steelers do have TJ Watt. So I still would expect them to get some pressure. The only reason I'm going to just say, it'll be hard for the Steelers with the amount of firepower the Bengals have. These are, young superstars, man. And I think that the Bengals are going to look to get hot here. And I do think it'll be a close game. It should be interesting. But I think that the Bengals are just going to be able to inch this one out. Joey Burrow, man. And Pedro, let me ask you this. So you think it's going to be better with Mitch Trubisky, but how long do you think Mitch keeps that job before they switch over to Kenny Pickett, or do you think he keeps it for the whole year?
That's hard to say. It all depends on how he plays. Like I think Tomlin's going to have him probably on a medium leash, I would say. So if he starts messing up and playing like he did with the Bears, he's not going to have all that time to get it right. I think Tomlin's going to pull that cord pretty quick and put Kenny Pickett in there. So,
yeah, I'm with you, Pedro. I think Pickett will become the starter eventually. I was guessing probably week 4 or 5. I didn't think they should have started Pickett right away. Some people do. They're like, oh, they should just throw him in there. I'm the type of guy that's like, yeah, I know you are. Yeah, I know you are, Kiefer. I think you have to let the guy sit a little bit, gain that confidence, learn a little bit behind. I know it's Trubisky, but still learn. And, I think we'll eventually see Pickett, but just not yet. It's not time yet. Let's go to the Eagles and Lions game.
Yeah.
I know, we saw a lot of Lions in the offseason because of Hard Knocks and all that stuff. But the Eagles this offseason, for me personally, they did the most, man. They ramped up this team. They got what they needed. They got A.J. Brown. They drafted Nakobe Dean in the 3rd round. They got I'm blanking on the linebacker they signed. Kiefer, who is it?
The linebacker they signed? Oh, you're talking about Hassan Reddick?
Yeah, Hassan Reddick. So they're loaded up, bro. I think the Eagles are gonna win this game. 5.5-point favorites. I like them covering, honestly, in this game.
Yeah, I'm surprised the spread is only 5.5 points. You look at the talent comparison between the Lions and the Eagles, and to me, it's not even close. Okay, I will say both of these teams have very, very good offensive lines. Frank Ragnow is listed as questionable with a groin injury, but he wants to play, so it's really going to be dependent on whether the coaches let him. But I would assume he's going to play since he wants to, and it's week 1. But other than the offensive line, the Eagles have them in like every single position on offense and every position on defense, basically. So I think there's no way that the Lions' talent level is going to keep up with them. Jalen Hurts is going to cause issues, okay? And then you look at the playmakers they have on offense. Dude, I could see the Eagles putting up 500 yards of offense in this game and scoring 30 points. Dude, the Lions defense looks like it's going to be garbage, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, think about it. They drafted that guy Ricardo in what is he, a 6th-round draft pick?
6th rounder. And
they're talking about he's the best linebacker in this room. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm more susceptible to think that your linebacker room sucks than to think that this 6th-round rookie linebacker came in here and he's one of the best in the league. So, look, I got the Eagles winning by a lot, well over 5.5.
Yeah, I don't see how they win this game. I really don't see. I don't see a path to victory here
for the Lions.
Yeah, I don't see how they win it.
It
was crazy. Is the spread for the Bengals game is 7 points, and this is 5.5. That's
exactly.
Gonna be switched. I guess the odds makers like the Lions for some reason, but I just don't.
We're all 0-0.
They're building. I mean, the Lions are building, but they're just not there.
Yeah, I think the public as a whole is going to be all over this spread, man. I think this should easily hit, man. I mean, I'm with y'all. Eagles by a lot. So let's go to the Patriots and Dolphins. 3.5-point spread for the Dolphins as favorites. Another crazy spread for me. I think the Dolphins cover easily, bro. I think they cover easily against this Patriots team. They just came out and said Matt Patricia is the play caller for the Patriots. So I'm not even big on Matt Patricia, Joe Judge, anybody in this coaching staff other than Bill Belichick, man. But the Patriots don't have anything. Their offense looks trash on paper. Their 2nd round draft pick Thornton is already hurt. I mean, Jesus, they only have Jacoby Myers and Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith.
Don't forget Jonnu.
All right, he gets a
Nelson
little bit of
Aguilar.
Okay, all right.
Kendrick Bourne. Yeah, they're scrubs over there, man. I'm with you on this spread. It doesn't make any freaking sense. Okay, look, the Patriots on defense, they are stripped clean. Okay, the only good player that I truly am like, okay, that's a good player. Devin McCourty and Matt Judon. Those are the 2 guys on the Patriots defense. Outside of that, they have nobody. This Dolphins offense is loaded with talent. You look at the receiving ends of it. Okay, you have Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, and Gesicki. Okay, you're going to be able to make huge plays against the Patriots today. I think the Dolphins are going to win big here. I think their defense is going to light up the Patriots, even without Byron Jones, who they're going to miss the first 4 weeks. Isaiah Wynn listed as questionable. He's going to play for the Patriots, but listen, they have no freaking chance, okay? The Patriots, I'm calling it now, the Patriots are cellar dwellers, okay? They won't finish last because the Jets are awful, but they will be in the top 5 draft picks next year.
Wow. Okay.
I think this is the weakest I've ever seen their roster, the Patriots. That's very generous. The 3.5 point spread.
Yeah.
That's the Bill Belichick effect. They're just scared. Yeah. They're just scared to doubt him like that.
Yeah.
Hey, French in the building.
What's up, big dog?
Yo,
we're talking about the Patriots and Dolphins. French. Okay. Who you got? Who you got right here, bro?
Oh, I got the Dolphins. Patriots trash this year.
Yep. No love. Mark Speed says the Patriots might get this upset, man.
There's absolutely no way, man. I mean, I feel like if you're picking the Patriots to get this upset, then you have to just not believe in Tua. But even without believing in Tua, I just feel like, look, Mike McDaniels. Mike McDaniels. The offense that they ran in San Francisco, it's just not going to be dependent on the quarterback being extremely good. He's not going to have to be extremely good. He's going to be able to do little screens and shit like that, and it's going to work, dude. It doesn't matter because the Patriots suck, bro. You're going to be able to attack them on all three levels, and I do expect Tua to even get some deep shots on the Patriots. Yeah.
Hey, Mike Kowinski said, "Leave my Jets alone, Kiefer."
It's not my fault, man. They're awful. Okay. And I'm saying it right now: Joe Flacco over Zach Wilson.
Yeah. Hey. We're gonna see that for at least 4 weeks. He says Tua is gonna throw for 400 yards too. Damn, that'll be a career. That'll be a career day for Tua.
I can see it. Their backs are kind of weak. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, Ivani, I'm not doing that. He said shotgun a beer. Hell no. Let's go to the Ravens and Jets. Speaking of your Jets, Mike, they're 6.5 point they're 6.5 point underdogs at home. Joe Flacco versus Baltimore, revenge game narrative. Do the Jets do it? Do they come in there and hold down the fort against Lamar Jackson turned down some money today?
Hey,
I don't know.
They try to win the guaranteed. Okay,
I know
so they try to win the guaranteed.
I don't think he's going to budge off that fully guaranteed stuff, man. I really think Lamar is going to be the guy that's going to be like, no, you have to pay me fully guaranteed or I'm not doing it.
I think Watson got more guaranteed. They said they offered, right? They offer?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Watson was $230 million. I think they only offered him like 166 or something like that.
Yep. But that was fully guaranteed. I'm sure they offered him over the 230. It just wasn't fully guaranteed.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to see it, bro. I'm ready to see them transition to these fully guaranteed contracts. I hope that Lamar just does not budge off of it, and it's like fully guaranteed or I'm out.
Yeah. Yep. It was a $250 million contract supposedly with 166 mil guaranteed, but he wants that fully guaranteed, and I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
I mean, I got the Ravens winning easily in this game. I think Lamar Jackson comes out hungry. I think he comes out on a fucking mission, bro. I think he's gonna ball today. I think he might like really show out today, man. Especially with the contract situation. What do y'all think? I have
a bold prediction for this game. I think Lamar Jackson's going to rush for over 200 yards.
Damn.
I think he's going to hit over 200 because the Jets are awful, dude. The Jets are awful, okay? And look, they've loaded up some talent. You went and got Sauce Gardner, okay? And you got Jermaine Johnson as an edge rusher on the defense, but they still need time, bro. And Lamar Jackson is somebody that can break you off real fast. And I think that the lack of receiving weapons and the fact that this team is just in the beginning stages of the season and they're going to need time for those receivers to develop, I think Lamar Jackson's just going to take control of this game with his legs and just show the Jets that they can't keep up.
Yeah, there is some key injuries for the Ravens, though. Ronnie Staley's out.
I know that's huge.
Yeah,
but listen, they played like all last season without him. So they're really that's one of those players where the Ravens are one of those teams where they're waiting for guys to get back. Marcus Peters also listed as questionable. Same with J.K. Dobbins. We don't know if J.K. is going to play or not. He was limited in practice all week. And for the Jets, you know who's out? That's really funny. Dwayne Brown is out for the first 4 weeks of the season after they signed him to replace Mekhi Becton, who's out for the entire season. And what's his name? George Fant. Okay. He was going to start at left tackle. They bring in Dwayne Brown. So Dwayne Brown's strictly left tackle. So George moves over to the right side. Now that Dwayne's out, George was back to the left side. He literally came out in a press conference and said, all right, this is fucking annoying. This is annoying. Stop it.
Yeah, that sucks.
I see Dobbins ain't playing.
Yeah. Oh, they're saying he's out?
Yeah, they just said it. Yeah, it's unlikely he plays, but he's going to try to. Game time decision.
So Mike Davis going to be the lead back today for them. So yeah, Lamar might rush for 200.
You never know though. You say Mike Davis is the lead back. I actually could see Kenyon Drake getting the most carries, to be honest with you. I think he's the best back that they have available. I know they just got him, but I could see him getting thrusted into the role. Because you remember last year they were doing it. They were just throwing people out there like Latavius Murray. They signed him. He plays in a game like 5 days later. So I could see it.
You should know about Mike Davis. Mike Davis, Max.
What?
Didn't you have Mike Davis last year?
No, hell no.
Me.
That was Kiefer.
I traded him to Chevy.
Mike says
Chevy,
Kiefer.
Chevy have him? I think Chevy has him this week.
Yeah, he's starting him. He's starting him this week. I mean, this would be the 1 week to do it.
He got him in the waiver.
Mike says, Kiefer, who do you like?
In this game?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. I just said Lamar Jackson's going to rush for 200 yards. I'm taking the Ravens all day. I say Ravens by 14. I'm gonna put it at a reasonable point.
So you like
14.
that 6.5 point? Okay, hold on. Let me highlight that. Look at that. You like that right there? That 6.5 point?
Absolutely, dude.
Hey, I think we're building a little parlay over here, y'all.
Hey, Bovada's about to be hitting today.
I'm not gonna lie. Like since we started doing this, I am gonna put a bet on a spread on one of the spreads. That's
how to do it, bro.
Way too low.
That's how you do it, man. So, all right, Jaguar guys, the one Jaguar show. I'm gonna give you all the floor on this one. Jaguars.
I mean, we already talked about it.
I know. Just give the picks.
Well, I just want to know who y'all got.
Oh, I got the Jaguars today. I mean, the Commanders. Look, Carson Wentz has looked awful this preseason. Okay, the Commanders scored 1 touchdown with their first team out of 6 drives, no other points. The Jaguars on defense have looked real strong up to this point in the preseason, and no Chase Young. That's going to hurt deep, man. The strongest part of this Commanders defense is going to be those interior guys and Daron Payne and Jonathan Allen. And I just think we're going to be able to hold up there. I think it's a favorable matchup for the Jaguars. It's Doug Peterson taking on Carson Wentz. Okay, he knows him really well. I'm taking the Jaguars all day.
Yeah, we like you were saying, we talked about it, but I just don't see. I don't see a position that the Commanders have like a big talent gap on us. I just don't see it.
And before the comments blow up, all right, I'm not a homer. I just think that we really do have a favorable matchup here. I got us winning 6 games this year. I think this is one of them. I'm
piggybacking off y'all. I got y'all on a win today, man.
Hey, I got him winning. Hey,
we got a clean sweep right here. 4-0. The Jaguars are going to take the win. Even Mark Speed said the Jags are going to get the upset today too.
I'm not saying we're good. They're just really bad.
Thank you, Pedro.
In my opinion, I don't think it's an upset, but
the Commanders are the favorite.
They're the favorite.
Yeah, they're the underdogs. So
I'm taking that
spread.
Under, though. I'm taking that under
44.
Yeah.
It should. I saw. I think Kiefer, you said it was going to be 20-10.
Yeah,
or something like that.
My score prediction.
Yeah. Hey, we got a fantasy question right now. Hold on. Which 2 should I start? MT, Judy, Garrett Wilson, Amon Ron, or Scary Terry?
Who's MT?
Michael Thomas.
Oh,
Scary Terry. I will start Scary Terry. Put it back up.
Okay.
Ooh. I don't know about
I'm going
MT.
Scary Terry and Michael Thomas.
Okay, I'll probably go Scary Terry and maybe Amon.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Against the Eagles, they got good corners.
I know. I just want to trust. I want to see Michael Thomas in his first game.
Y'all only starting Judy?
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, no. Judy does play the Seahawks.
That's like Seahawks. Yeah. I would do Michael Thomas and Jerry Judy.
So
I like
we're
Michael
mixed.
Thomas against the Falcons because the Falcons suck, bro. They have one good corner back there, and he's not going to follow Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is a guy that eats up freaking catches. Okay, especially if you're in a PPR league. That I think that's going to be a huge factor in this. And Scary Terry's a guy I can't bench. Scary Terry, like he's one of those dudes to me. It doesn't matter who's quarterback; he's going to get his. Like I still see Scary Terry putting up 10+ fantasy points this week.
I'm going off matchups. The Seahawks are garbage.
The Seahawks are garbage. It's a valid point.
Yeah.
What are you saying, French?
I just worry about Michael Thomas' first game back.
Yeah, you got to get him some playing time. So I don't think we helped the guy. I don't think we helped SWA out at all. We gave him like everybody on that list. Basically.
I just want to let you know I'm a platinum player on Yahoo.
Oh yeah, you still never won a championship though. Hey,
platinum player, baby. Platinum player.
Knipe is in the chat. He says Amon Ron and Scary Terry volume.
Hey,
that's what we
I think Amon
say.
Ron. I think Amon Ron's a little risky, bro. Amon Ron might drop a goose egg.
We know.
He said he could put one in the flex, but I didn't draft JT, Cook, and Kamara for nothing. Oh damn.
Oh yeah, you can't leave those guys out.
You ain't sitting those. He said a 6-man league. All right, let's go to the Browns and Panthers. A little revenge game for good old Baker Mayfield here. He said, I'm gonna beat their ass. That's what he said. That's quotes. So do you think he beats their ass? I think the Panthers win this game. I think they win because the Predator, Kiefer, is not playing for the first 11 games. I think the Panthers have enough firepower on offense that is now. Hold on, McCaffrey is questionable already. He's gonna play though. But it was just funny. I saw that report. I was like, bro, this man's already questionable week 1, dude. But I think Baker lifts the Panthers up and gets the dub today.
I'm going to disagree with you here. Listen, I think it's going to be a really close game. This is one of those games where like this is going to come down to the last 2 minutes of the game, in my opinion. But look, I think the Browns are a better team. Okay. Obviously with the Predator out, okay, it gives the Panthers a little bit of an edge at quarterback because I would take Baker Mayfield over Jacoby Brissett. But when I look at this Browns team, I think that they're built to beat this Panthers team. And the reason being is, first of all, the Browns have one of the best offensive lines in the game, okay? They're already a run-centric team, so they're already used to this, all right? And I think when you look at the quarterback play that the Browns got from Baker Mayfield last year, I don't think it'll be a drop-off to Jacoby Brissett just because Baker was so hurt last year. He looked awful for them. I mean, and that's not his true quarterback play, obviously. He was literally just forcing himself out there, popping his collarbone back in and popping his shoulder back in all the time. So I think that this Browns team is going to look pretty similar to what it did last year. And the run defense the run game is going to be extremely effective. And then I flip it over to their defense. Okay. I think their defense is really fit to destroy the Panthers on offense because of their defensive ends. Okay. You got Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney. They're going against one of the worst offensive lines last year. Obviously, they've made some improvements. They added Austin Corbett from the Rams at guard, and they also added Ike Ekwonu in the draft. I think it was 5th overall or 6th overall pick. But look, Ike Ekwonu has not looked good in preseason. The Patriots destroyed him. I can see Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney having a field day with this team, and that's the reason I'm going to pick the Browns in a close one.
What about you, Pedro?
This is a really, I mean, it's even, but it's a really hard game to predict because, like, I just don't know how Baker's going to look. I still think he's the best quarterback the Panthers have had in a while. So he still has DJ Moore out there. If McCaffrey plays, that's definitely going to help their chances. But I'm going to have to go with Kiefer on this one. I just think Cleveland has an all-around better roster and more talent. And I think they're a better coach. So a lot of Matt Rule's like, you know, I was a big Matt Rule fan going into him getting a head coaching job, but I'm kind of off the wagon now that he has a lot of questionable calls over his career so far.
French.
That's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go with the Browns too. I just think they got more talent, and I would just say I don't really trust Baker like that. I mean, he might go off, but I still got the Browns.
Yeah, his first game back. I mean, there's some questionable guys for the Browns. We got Hubbard and Conklin are questionable on the offensive line, so that could keep an eye out there. I think everybody's
also going to miss. He's on IR. That's kind of big for them.
Yeah.
But look, Denzel Ward's going to be out there, and that's why I still have no concerns because Denzel Ward is the heart of that defensive back room. So.
Yeah, and he's got that bag. Let's go to the AFC South. Colts versus Texans. Right now, the Colts are 7-point favorites to win this game on the road. Matt Ryan's first game as a Colt. I'm taking the Colts to win this game. I think they just kill the Texans, man. I don't think it's going to be a close game at all. until they show me, I got to dog the Texans, man. I don't like the team on paper. The team doesn't look good. I mean, Brandon Cooks re-signed with y'all. Damian Pierce is a rookie running back that you guys trust, and he looked good in the preseason. Shout out to the Gators, French. Sorry, man. Sorry about the loss yesterday, but
whatever.
But yeah, I think the Colts get it done. They got Gilmore on defense. They got Ngakwe as well. So they
are missing Shaq Leonard this week.
He's not playing.
That's what I'm saying. They're missing him.
No, I'm saying
Darius Leonard?
I was like, damn.
Well, he's now Shaq Leonard. If you didn't know, he changed his name.
No, I didn't know.
Apparently, that's what he had been being called, but like he didn't tell the media. So he just recently told them that's what he wanted to be called. But yeah, he's not playing this week. He had that surgery to fix that it was a foot problem that was affecting his back. It was a very strange situation, but he got the surgery done to clear that up. So he's going to miss this week. I don't think it really matters. I'm with you. I think the Colts are going to win. I do think the Texans are going to be able to keep it close. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I just feel like they will because it's a divisional matchup. And the Texans, they just always surprise me, man. I mean, I always bank on the Jaguars beating them, and we always fucking lose to them. So I'm going to say that they keep it close. I'm not a huge Matt Ryan guy. I think that he's on the back end of his career. I think we're going to start seeing some Ben Roethlisberger type play soon. But as far as this game goes, I think that the Texans will be able, or the Colts will be able to handle the Texans easily. And it'll be about like, it'll be a 1-score game, but it'll still feel like the Colts have control of the game.
Yeah, I feel like this is a perfect first matchup for the Colts. The weakest team in the division, everyone's saying, but I'm really questioning Matt Ryan, what he has left in the tank, but I think this will be a good tell.
Yeah, and a lot of people say that this is a good fit. Sorry, French, but I just want to say a lot of people say that this is a good fit for him with the offensive line. Look, that offensive line is very good in run blocking, but they actually struggled last year in pass protection. Carson Wentz was not one of the most easy quarterbacks that had life easy with the offensive line. Like there are some problems. They've never replaced that left tackle they had, Anthony Costanza, I think his name was, but they never really replaced him. So should be interesting to see Quentin Nelson. I mean, he did get the bag last night, though.
He did.
Yeah, he got the bag.
But, French, what do you got for this game?
I'm going to go with the Colts. Texans, shout out Damian Pierce, Gator Chomp. Damn, we lost. And, I'm going to go with the Colts.
Yeah, I think Colts get it done easily. Mark Speed says Colts all the way. Yeah, he said Matt Ryan, 3 passing touchdowns. We can see that happen, too. I think Pittman might have a big game today. But let's go to the 4 o'clocks. We got the Giants taking on the Titans. Oh, Titans are 5.5-point favorites at home. I think that's a little questionable right there. I think the Titans get it done. I think they cover, honestly. But I'm not big on the Titans this season. Me and Kiefer, when we did our prediction show, I got them 3rd in the division. That's my hot take of the season. But I'm just not big on the Titans. But I do think they have what it takes to get this game easily against the Giants. Daniel Jones, until he shows us, man, you can't trust him. And a lot of people on YouTube world, Twitter world, they're over here defending Daniel Jones. It's an eye test for me. It's an eye test for me. He stinks. They're talking about, he has multiple coaches, though. He has no offensive line. He has no weapons. He can't throw a fucking football. That's what he can't do. So until he shows us, I'm not going to take the Giants. I got the Titans winning. I think Derrick Henry just eats. He runs all over this team, bro.
Yeah, I think Daniel Jones kind of gets that Sam Darnold treatment a little bit. Like people are always making excuses for that guy, and it's like he's just not good, bro. He's just not it. All right, I'm with you. The Titans win by a mile. The Titans aren't as good as they were last year, but they're damn sure better than this Giants team.
Yeah, I got the Giants. I got the Titans. But I got the Titans. I could see Derrick Henry rushing for 150, 200 yards. I see him just running all over this defense. There's a perfect game for him to come back to.
I got the Titans. I don't care about the Giants. They try.
I know. Yeah, you hate them. Hey, Thibodeau is doubtful. He's not suiting up today.
And the other defensive end isn't playing either. The other one they drafted.
What's his name? Julari.
Yeah, something like that. He's not playing either. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So I mean, they're already hurting on defense. I don't think the Giants have a shot in this game. We can move on. This game's gonna.
We can skip
ugly.
the next game. Nobody cares.
No, the next game is one of the game of the week, baby. We got the Packers taking on the Vikings. The Packers are underdogs in this game. What? Hey, everybody who bets, everybody. Hold on, listen. Look at this right here. If you are a bettor, put all your money on the Packers today, baby, because we are going to take this. We're going to head into Minnesota, and we're going to take down that stupid purple team, the Vikings. Listen, Zadarius Smith, stop the crying, man. He's over here saying, oh, they treated me bad. They just threw me away like a bag of trash.
Facts.
Shut your ass up, man. Hey, Packers are going to come in here. Listen, I know we have no Lazard today. We have no Elgin Jenkins. We have no David Bakhtiari. 3 big key offensive weapons gone. But we have number 12. And I think we have what it takes. Romeo Dobbs. Watch out for him.
You gonna start him?
Real.
You gonna start him?
You gonna start him?
I'm still on the fence. I'm still on the fence, man. But I'm not being a homer here. I'm not being a homer, but I think the Packers take it. It's week 1. We don't lose. Well, we lost last season, week 1, but that didn't count. Packers take this and they cover that 1.5. I think the Packers win 27-24. Kiefer?
Yeah, so it's funny because you pointed out that spread. When I was doing Bovada last night, I swear I must have just overlooked that because I did not see that the Vikings were favored in this game. That is surprising to me for a couple of reasons. One, I understand that the Packers are not as good as they were last year, okay? But look, man, this Vikings team isn't much better than they were last year either, all right? They have the same players. Granted, they're a little more healthier on defense, but this is a defense that couldn't stop anybody last year. They didn't make any real improvements. The secondary still is weak. Patrick Peterson's your number 1 corner, and he is just on the back 9 of his career. He is just there for experience at this point. So I'm still sticking with – I'm with you. I'm sticking with the Packers to win this game, and specifically I'm sticking with them because I think no matter what happens in their passing game, the Packers are going to have the ability to run the ball. That is the one thing to me where I feel like people are overlooking it. They have 2 starting running backs, okay? Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon can both start in this league. And Aaron Jones specifically is very good lining out wide. So even if you have a problem with the receivers that are out there, you can always slide Aaron Jones out there and put both of them on the field. That's just how I feel about it. I think the Packers are going to be able to make up for what they miss in talent just based off of scheme and having one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league in Aaron Rodgers. So I got them winning this game. Obviously, I picked the Packers for the second year to win the Super Bowl. Please don't fuck me over, Pack.
Yes.
I do still have questions, though. Like, Bakhtiari, man, like, when I make this decision, I really make it based on Bakhtiari playing. I envision him being on the field this year, and him not playing in week 1 really makes me question what's going on there. Like, Max, is he done? Like, is his career potentially over? Because I'm confused at how this guy has been out this long. This is another Michael Thomas situation. But guess what? Mike Thomas is on the field right now. Bakhtiari is not. So what's going on there? And also, who are the starting receivers today? Because I legitimately don't know. People have just stopped talking about Sammy Watkins. Okay.
He's starting.
He's starting? Okay. What about is Cobb still y'all starting slot guy?
For now, it's gonna be interesting because Christian Watson didn't see much. Yeah, he's healthy. He didn't see much playing time at all in the preseason, so we don't know about Christian Watson. I think Romeo Doubs gets to start just because he's been there throughout the whole camp and preseason. So Rodgers does have the rapport with him. I think Doubs could be the number 2 today, and we're gonna mix in some Christian Watson. But I don't like you said, man. Honestly, Sammy Watkins and Cobb are the 2 that Rodgers says wants starting. So those 2, and then it's just going to be interesting how we mix in Watson and Dobbs with a little bit of Torrey or 7th rounder and Amari Rodgers trash. Who you got, Pedro?
I'm going to go with the Packers.
Let's go, man.
I think it's going to be a very close game, though. Very close game. But I don't know. Aaron Rodgers can just make anybody look good. Like any receiver, like he just makes them look good. He's that special player that can just elevate talent around him. And I agree with Kiefer. Like I think that the Packers have the best 1-2 running back punch in the league right now.
I didn't say the best. I just said they're one of the good ones.
No. I think they're the best because like they're both like starting caliber running backs. Like Aaron Jones, like you said, can line up. AJ Dillon is just like the inside guy that can get you those tough yards. He's a big boy. I like, and the way Matt LaFleur he calls plays like that game flow they have in offense. Like I really like it. I see it really getting to the Vikings' weak defense. So I'm gonna go with the Packers.
Let's go.
Pedro, I just want to confirm for a second. I just want to make sure you're not forgetting about somebody here. Okay. As far as the best tandem in the league, you'd put them over Chubb and Kareem Hunt. Because that's the duo that I think of where I'm like, I can't say the best.
Yeah, I mean, maybe this season, I don't know. See, AJ Dillon's young, so on the youth aspect, I think they're better on that. But like, I think this is the year that I think AJ Dillon breaks out. So I can see a big league coming for AJ Dillon.
All right, French.
This is first
Clean
off.
sweep.
Can y'all hear me clear? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I can hear you crystal clear, buddy.
Gizzy literally contradicted the other day about the Vikings or this and that and why they're better than the Cowboys. But now he's just down why they're not going to beat the Packers. I just want y'all to understand that while I'm sitting here patiently, while you just down them. I got the Vikings. Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, who Gizzy bigged up. How they still got the same offense. Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't have Terry. He doesn't have Jenkins. I can't wait till he gets mad when he's on the ground, mad because he's getting sacked over and over again. So I got the Vikings. I'm going to go 2017.
2017.
Now, if you want to apologize, take back what you said about the Vikings and the Cowboys, then we can. Because you literally contradicted what you just said.
Yeah, so you've obviously been sitting on that for a few days.
Yes, I have.
All right, look, man, okay, the Packers defense lines up really well with the Vikings, okay? They match up great, all right? They're really good in run defense. The Packers are really good in run defense. They're completely healthy, and they were able to keep most of their stars. Obviously, they had to let Zadarius Smith go, and that's going to be big going over there to the Vikings on the opposite side. But look, when I look at the corners, man, I mean, first of all, they have Jair Alexander, who's a true one. I'm not saying he's going to win every matchup, but I just think they're going to win enough. All right. And then Eric Stokes has looked really promising. We can't leave out Rasul Douglas, who, in my opinion, was the best nickel in the league last year. So I just think that they match up really well with the Vikings. I mean, I understand that there are question marks for the Packers on offense. And as far as the Vikings versus the Cowboys, I stand by what I said, bro. The Vikings roster is better than the Cowboys roster overall. Okay, they just don't match up well with the Packers.
Last thing, when we were watching the game with the Bills, we were making good points. You see how Von Miller kept getting off like he knew the plays that the Rams were doing? Expect Zadarius Smith to do that.
I think
he might.
Listen.
I think that's the biggest matchup problem right there is Zadarius Smith, because without Bakhtiari, man, I mean, it could cause some problems. Him and a healthy Daniel Hunter, that could be the X factor in this game, to be honest with you.
And you know what? Rodgers will be on psychedelics, so even if he does get hit, he won't really feel the pain.
Oh yeah, and he won't get in trouble for it.
Hey, we have a question for Pedro,
Oh,
is Pedro wearing the Jacksonville Jaguars logo that received a cease and desist from the Jaguars Automotive Company?
That's right, and I'm not going to tell you where I bought this shirt in 2022.
We have another. Before we move on, we have another fantasy question here. What's going on, fellas? What's going on? Q. 1 PPR: Sutton versus Seattle or Thomas versus Atlanta?
Sutton.
I'm big on Thomas. I like Thomas.
No. I just said PPR. I go with Thomas.
Let's go slant boy for me.
Hey, I got Sutton. I got Sutton. All right, so let's go to the Chiefs and Cardinals. The Chiefs are 6.5-point favorites on the road. Now, I like that spread for the Cardinals. I don't think they're going to lose by that much points if they do lose. I have the Chiefs winning, of course, but I think the Cardinals keep it close, man. That's a little disrespect, it seems like. Doesn't it seem like that's a little disrespect, a little spin the mouth, spin the face of the Cardinals right there. I mean, come on now. They're
I
not that
wouldn't say
bad.
that. I think that's a good spread. I think that's about where I would put it at,
What?
to be honest with you. I think this is going to be a shootout game. I would take the over on this. The Chiefs defense is going to be ass at least the first 8 games. Okay.
Yep.
They lost their best corner. It's just not as strong, man. They got a lot of young players, young rookie players that they're looking to develop. It's definitely not going to be ready week 1. I feel confident in that. On the flip side, the Cardinals defense is also not going to be the strongest. Okay. They're not stronger than they were last year. They lost Chandler Jones. That's a huge L right there. The linebacker that they drafted, I'm blanking on his name, Isaiah something. They drafted him super early. He's been okay, but he just hasn't turned into that
Simmons?
superstar you want. Isaiah Simmons. He hasn't been that superstar that they wanted, that Swiss Army knife. He's just been okay. They do have some weapons in the back end with Budda Baker and Byron Murphy. But I just think that the Chiefs are the Chiefs. Okay. I had question marks about the Chiefs going into the season. I feel comfortable saying that they're answered for me. After seeing the preseason, they look like they weren't missing a freaking beat. And I have no doubt that Patrick Mahomes is going to do what he needs to do to get wins. I'm taking the Chiefs in a really close one, in a shootout. I'm going to say 35-33.
So, that's a random score.
It's big. A lot of points.
So the Cardinals cover. Okay. All right, Pedro. What you got?
Somebody's like stuck with me. Did you say spit in the mouth?
Yeah, I meant spit in the face.
That's weird.
Like Carlito. Like, no, listen. That was my bad. I meant Carlito from wrestling.
Like
I spit in the face.
Out there.
What?
You're kink shaming our viewers. Some people like that, you know.
Oh yeah. You're,
Chiefs, Cardinals. No, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is that guy. I just don't. They're gonna keep rolling this season. I really see it. So, Chiefs.
I got Cardinals.
Whoa!
Wow.
You all right? Hey, drug test this man, bro.
No, I got
DeAndre
Cardinals.
Hopkins?
Yeah, no. I forgot about D-Hop, to be honest.
Wow.
Rondell Moore.
They still got
right?
Marquise Brown. They still have Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown, but
Rondell Moore's out too.
Yep, Rondell's out.
Oh, Rondell Moore is out.
Not that he ever plays a big role, but
that's true. Now I'm gonna go with matter of fact. I'm gonna go with Chiefs. Never mind, I'm gonna go with Chiefs. I forgot about D-Hop.
Flipping it on screen.
But I don't really care about those teams.
Don't let us sway you. We have some injury news for the Cardinals, though. Byron Murphy is questionable. Zach Ertz and J.J. Watt are also questionable.
They said Ertz playing, though.
Is he?
Yeah.
So we all got the Chiefs. I do think the Cardinals do cover that 6.5, though, but you can't go against the Chiefs week 1, man. Let's go to the Raiders versus Chargers. This is another possibly game of the week right here, man. Devontae Adams making his Raider debut. Boo. Going against I had the Chargers in the AFC Championship game this year, going against one of the toughest teams on paper this season, the Chargers. On the road, the Raiders are 3.5-point underdogs. I'm not touching that money line, bro. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching this game with the spread because I think that's a good spread right there. I do think the Chargers win. Very close game. Very close game. This could be like a last drive, Justin Herbert, 1-minute drive. Get down there and kick a field goal to win this game. I think Chargers win.
Yeah, this is the toughest game for me to pick. But I'm going to go with the Raiders, all right? Everything in me should pick the Chargers, and this is why I say that, because the Raiders obviously knocked the Chargers out of the playoffs last season. That's got to be a salty taste in your mouth. But I just think no J.C. Jackson, okay? I think that puts the Chargers in a serious bind right here between Devontae Adams and Darren Waller. I mean, how are you going to cover both? Because in my opinion, with JC out, I'd probably move Derwin James onto Devontae Adams because he's your best cover guy. Okay. So I'm going to want you to shadow him, but then I feel like that's going to leave tons of opportunity for Darren Waller. I just think it's a real bind that the Chargers are going to struggle with. And I think that the defense, look, they reloaded it, but they're going to need time. Defenses really have to get some time to mesh together. And I don't think they're going to be ready. I think that Devontae Adams is going to have a stellar week 1 performance, and I'm going to pick the Raiders to win this one.
Yeah, French, no offense. I feel like the Raiders Chargers should be the night game tonight. I think this is going to be the best game this week, in my opinion. I'm taking the Chargers, though. I'm taking the Chargers. I think I know the Raiders made a lot of good additions with Devontae Adams, but the Chargers made a lot of good additions too. And Justin Herbert, I think he's going to have a really good game today. I see Eckler making some problems for the Raiders with all his speed. They're really going to feature him, they said. So I'm going to go with the Chargers, and I'm taking that over.
Oh, yeah, that over's juicy, isn't it?
It is.
I'm with Max. I ain't touching that line, to be honest. But I like the Chargers in this one. I think it's actually going to be a close game. I think it's going to be real close. It's going to be good. I think Khalil Mack and the Raiders added. Who the Raiders add to their defensive line?
Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No,
Chandler
Jones.
Chandler Jones. Okay, so yeah, I think it's definitely gonna be a good game. But I got the Chargers by 3. 2017.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be a big game, man, because in order to win this division, you're going to have to win your home games against your divisional team or opponents. Like, this is a big game for the Chargers. If the Raiders pull this off, that's going to be big, man. I got some news about J.K. Dobbins. He is ready to play, but the Ravens are being cautious with him and sitting him anyways. I just got that report, but
bullshit. He ain't fucking ready. You lying asses.
Hey, Brian, no, I'm not streaming no games today, brother. But let's go to this. Oh God, we're all gonna be asleep by this game, but it's gonna be Bucks and not you. Yeah, you're right. Bucks and Cowboys. Let's let the Cowboy fan take
it away,
first.
French.
Take it away.
Of course, the Cowboys get the first
today.
right
We
game.
got the Diggs and Carson shirt came in the mail today. But I got the Cowboys. Of course I do. There's a lot. I know we trust Brady and all that, but there's a lot of stuff going on over there that I don't know. But I got the Cowboys. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think Micah's gonna do his thing. I think Zeke is gonna do his thing. I think Pollard's gonna do his thing.
So who's not gonna do their thing?
Jason Peters is doing his. Jason Peters is helping out. Jason Peters is helping out Tyler
Did they
Smith.
elevate him from the practice squad?
Jason Peters is helping out Tyler Smith to get ready at that left tackle position. Okay. So
like
if you let me finish that, and then I got the Cowboys. Period. I mean, no ifs, ands, but the only thing I'm worried about is Carson might not play. But I got Cowboys 27, Bucks 24.
Okay. This is gonna be a close game, man. 2.5 point dogs are the Bucks on the road. I mean, that's if you got Tom Brady as an underdog, that just screams put the money on the Bucks, baby. But I'm sorry, French. I got the Bucks winning. I got the Bucks winning this game. If you watch the prediction video, I don't even have the Cowboys making it to the playoffs, buddy. I'm sorry, I just don't. I think the Bucks. I think Godwin does suit up and play. He's questionable right now. He's been, iffy to play all week, but I think he suits up and plays this game. I mean, the Cowboys lost so many people, man. Cedric Wilson's gone. Gallup's out. You got Tolbert and CeeDee Lamb and Schultz, basically, and your boy Turpin. I guess they're going to use him a little bit, but I think the Bucks. You didn't mention
Pollard, but okay. Continue.
I'm talking about the receiver. I'm talking about receiving wise.
We'll see where he be standing at though during this game.
Brian said L take Max. Oh, come on, Brian. Listen to me. Hold on. I know Tom Brady and his wife are dealing with some mental things. The marriage is rocky right now for Tom Brady. Allegedly, you're right. But supposedly she's in Miami, just away from him with the kids. She took the kids from him, man. So I mean, I know he might not be mentally there all the way, but I think the Bucks get it done. It's week 1, man. I think they just show up and just go, man. I think they win 31-24.
Yeah, I'm with you, Max. I'm not picking against the GOAT in week 1. I think it will be a good game. Obviously, they started this game last season. This was the opening game of the season. With the Cowboys, in order for them to win, they are going to have to dominate that offensive line. Obviously, the Bucks are a little beat up on that interior, so that could be an opportunity for the Cowboys. Brady obviously doesn't play that well if you can get the pressure on him. But for me, if Brady shows up Brady's ready to play. And I think that Brady, I'm not predicting them to win the Super Bowl, obviously, but I think that they are going to get this week 1 victory, and I think they'll find themselves in the playoffs come January.
Yeah, I'm also taking the Bucks.
Let's go.
I just I know that the Dallas offensive lines have been dealing with their stuff too. I think they're going to be a little weak, but so are the Bucks. But I just can't go against Brady, especially if Godwin. I don't know, is Godwin playing?
No, he's questionable.
He's a game time decision. Godwin is going to be a game time decision.
That's going to be a big deal too. That's going to be a big deal if Godwin plays. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Bucks. I think it'll be very close though.
Hey, French, they're saying Tolbert's inactive. Is that true?
Yeah, most likely. I'm glad y'all
so
picked
who
the Bucks.
do we
So
have?
today at 1 o'clock, I guess y'all can watch games somewhere else because I don't matter.
Wow.
If you don't know,
You're gonna be
everybody-
Don't
like
matter
that,
to me.
huh?
Can we
Don't matter
talk
to
about
me.
how this worked out for us though? Like 1 o'clock's the Jaguars, 4 o'clock's the Packers, and then the night game is the Cowboys. Like that works out perfectly.
Yep. And French, be sure to have the Packers on at 4:25, please, on the big screen, please.
Are they on TV
Sunday
today?
cancel.
Yeah, they're on
wanna
Fox.
Change your mind.
He took that personally.
Chris says, remember, was it how do you pronounce that? Ayahuasca? The psychedelic. Yeah, the psychedelic makes you a better lover. Yeah, man.
So why does his family not enjoy him? Why does everybody he's been with not around him if it makes him a better lover?
His new girlfriend's like a hippie.
Oh,
so
he got a
she
new
probably
one.
got him
Oh,
on.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
she's like a little the water queen or something.
Girls before family, I guess. Can't reach out to your brother
Oh
or
my
your mom.
God.
But
Wow. All right, let's I hate you, bro. Let's go to this ugly Monday game. I will be calling this game on the channel, live play-by-play.
Everybody tune into him minus that Manning cast. Tune into Max Coverage.
Yeah.
Manning cast.
Tune in. Let's have the
Manning
watch
cast
party on YouTube.
trash.
Back.
Yeah, screw that. We got the Broncos on the road to Seattle. Russell, let's ride. Wilson is heading back. is heading back home to Seattle. Now, everyone's saying Seattle don't, or was it Lockett was like, you guys better not boo him. You know, all the fans don't boo Russell. He did a lot for us. So I do expect him to have a standing ovation. I mean, it was time for him to get the hell out of there. And I think the Broncos absolutely fucking destroy the Seattle Seahawks. I like the spread. I like the Broncos covering that 6.5 easily. I think they win by 2 touchdowns, man.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't know how you put the spread at 6.5. Russell Wilson is going to obliterate this team, okay? Double digits by double digits is not going to be close. This is going to be his coming out party, and he's going to be the only one celebrating. Whoa. As far as Lockett, I don't really know why you would encourage your fans to do that. Look, I know he did a lot, but I do want you booing him. I want you being loud as shit, all right? Be on the other side of that 12 just for today, okay? When we come back and we retire your number and you end up in the Hall of Fame, we'll cheer for you then. But for now, I wouldn't want you to do that.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Broncos. The Seahawks don't have anything. They just don't have anything.
they have Geno Smith.
They have a head coach with dementia. Like, this is not going to go well for the Seahawks. I see Russ taking off. I see him, and that's why I'm so high on Jerry Jeudy today. Like, tomorrow. I just don't see what they have for him.
Did they announce the starter yet for the Seahawks? Is it going to be
It's Geno.
Geno.
That's why I picked the Broncos defense in fantasy. But I got the Broncos and by a lot. Like, I don't even think the Seahawks might. I don't know what they're going to do. But Keenan Allen, let's ride. His little thing they have when they film that had me cracking up.
Oh yeah,
let's ride.
Yeah, that was funny as hell. I think Javonte Williams in for a career day today or tomorrow, man. You know,
Is that because you have him?
No, I'm being real. You know. Knife says Pedro's high on Judy because he doesn't hope Sutton goes off.
It's gonna be a good game today, Knife. It's gonna be a good game, man.
So there's all the rundown for the games. Hey,
I do have one comment that I want to address. Brian says that Isaiah Simmons has actually been really good. I'll look out for that because he does look like he'd be a phenomenal talent. But I'll say this: he doesn't get any love on any ranking systems. Like PFF does not have him ranked as a good player. Neither does Madden. Madden has him at like 78. But I'll look out for that today since they're playing at that 425 spot. And I'll see what I can see out of that young man, because I was big on him coming into the league. But personally, I haven't seen him make any huge stellar plays. And just from what I've read, it hasn't been the Swiss Army knife that they were hoping for. But thanks for calling that out, Brian.
Yeah.
Like
Chris says Denver. Chris says Denver will win, but it'll be close. And then we have another fantasy question right here. Do you start Waller over Goddard?
That's a toughie.
That's a tough one. I got Goddard. That's a tough one.
I think Goddard's matchup is great.
Goddard has a phenomenal matchup. And like with Waller, like, look, I think Waller could have a big game, but to me, it depends on what Derwin James is doing. Like I really do feel it's a strong possibility that he might cover Devontae Adams just because he's the biggest and the fastest on that defense. He just got paid a boatload of money. But if I would go Goddard because I think he's the safer play there.
I'm with you. I think Goddard, even though it'll be crazy to bench Waller, like, damn, this man just benched Waller. But I think Goddard's matchup today is just good.
I mean, if you got Waller and Goddard, then you're probably in a low man league. You're probably in like 8 to 10, so probably isn't that
Thank
crazy.
You, Max. Appreciate it.
No. You know what? French, he's going to goose egg now because you have him. So speaking of fantasy, let's jump over to DraftKings, guys, and let's kind of just like, if you are a DraftKings or FanDuel player, this is what we do every single week here, baby. You know what I'm saying? So this is the quarterbacks. For me personally, I love Jalen Hurts right here. I think the 6,800 is just so like, I don't know, man. That's just crazy to me. I think that's just a little low. I think Hurts price range is phenomenal on DraftKings today. Kiefer, who are you looking at for your quarterback?
Yeah. So I think personally, I think Hurts is fairly charged. I mean, what is he like? What is that? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, 6 rank. I think that's a fair assessment. I'm looking down low when I look for value, and I see Trey Lance at 6,000. I think that it's a little bit risky, but it could be a bargain because of his rushing ability. Okay, first of all, he's got a great matchup against the Bears, who are absolutely trash, and they're even worse now that they've kind of stripped this team down a little bit. Trey Lance could definitely get 3 rushing touchdowns. That is a real possibility. I think so. He's a power runner. He's like a Cam Newton type. So you get in those goal line situations, he's got more of a chance of getting that quarterback sneak than Elijah Moore has of getting a halfback dive, in my opinion. So I think that's great value right there at 6,000. And then if you go down a little bit lower, man, Jameis Winston at 5,300 against the Falcons. That's kind of highway robbery, bro. I mean, look, I know Jameis Winston isn't a huge runner or anything, but I mean, we've seen him get a 5-touchdown game before, okay? So, I mean, against the Atlanta Falcons, I think that he could be in for a huge day.
I'm with you. I didn't even see him that low, bro.
He needs 20 points to be a fire, bro.
Look, Andy Dalton's price is saying
it's ridiculous. Like, that's ridiculous. Mac Jones over him? Are you serious?
Oh my God. That is
I'm gonna see y'all later.
That's my value pick.
All right.
Pedro, who you thinking over here for quarterback?
I like Tua today.
Tua?
Yeah,
5,700. Yeah, I mean, this is the week. Week 1 is usually your you get all these bargains, because by week 2 they'll probably put all these guys higher.
Oh yeah.
But I like all those options there. Let's go to running back. So you got the big dogs up top. You got Taylor and Henry, just fucking priced crazy, as they should. McCaffrey right behind them. I'm going to go a little bit down and go to Kamara. I think Kamara's price at 7,600 is a little bit underpriced against a weak Falcons defense. And I think he does have a lot of potential to really ball with the in the receiving game as well. I think he gets a lot of screen passes today, and just PPRs for DraftKings. So you want those passing, catching running backs as well. So I like him. And if we want to go a little bit down, now this might be, let's go way down here to damn, he's all the way down here. Where is he? I'm talking about Pierce. Did I pass him?
He's like 4,000 something, isn't he?
Jesus, he's that cheap?
Pretty sure.
Oh my God.
Can't you just search his name?
Yeah, I'm about to just search him, but I didn't know he was that cheap, bro.
Holy he's really cheap. Because the Indy's D is good. That's why.
Yeah, I still think that's dirt cheap though for Damien. Oh, it's 4,800. I think that's where you get a little bit of value right here. Like you say, the Colts defense is tough, but that's a little cheap for a guy that's going to be the RB1 over there in Houston. Who you got for running backs?
Yeah, for my value pick, I'm actually going ETN. If you look, he's like 5,600. I think that's really low. Him and James Robinson are the same price range, and I think that he's going to take the bulk of those carries today. And against this Commanders defense, on the out, if they bust it to the outside, he can break away at any play. And we're also talking about a guy that is a receiving threat. He can get you PPR points. So I think at 5,600, this is going to be the lowest he'll be all season.
Yeah. And like another thing, like the PPR, like he's probably going to get a lot of those passes, the little quick dump offs. And who's your top running? Like, if you want to pay up, who are you going to pay up for?
Austin Eckler. That's my number one dude, because I think that can be a high scoring game. And Austin Eckler is another guy that gets you a lot of catches. That's the thing that I'm looking for here. Also, he's on probably going to be one of the most scoring offenses in the league, definitely top 5. And he could end up with 20 touchdowns at the end of this year. So I got Austin Eckler if I'm going up to get somebody.
Pedro, who you rocking with today?
Yeah, my value was the same one Keeper said, ETN. I think that's a great value for him there. He's explosive. I think like they're trying to ease Robinson back into the game. So I think that ETN's going to probably have a really good game today. If I'm paying up, will you scroll up for me?
Yep.
I think if I'm paying up, I'm probably going to take I like Henry against the Giants.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's going to take off today.
He could kill them, bro.
He's going to have a monster game against them. I just know it.
He's going to kill them, dude.
Yeah.
But like, oh, man. Look at this, bro. The fact that he almost had 1,000 yards and he played like 8 games last season.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That is insane to me.
111 yards per game, bro. Golly, dude.
I also want to give an honorable mention to whoever plays running back for Baltimore. So I think the 2 people you'd look at is Mike Davis and also the guy I was talking about earlier. I'm blanking on his name. The guy they just got from the Raiders.
Drake.
Yeah, Kenyon Drake. I would probably go with Kenyon Drake over him. It's a little more risky since he just got there, but I just think Kenyon Drake's better than Mike Davis. But any of those guys, I mean, look, at 4,000, when you're paying 4,000, you're looking for value. And I just think that those are a couple of guys that you spent all your money. You're looking for somebody that could actually make an impact. And those are the guys that could do it to me.
Drake is $5K and Mike Davis is 4,400. So
yeah,
they got Drake a little higher than Davis is.
I also want better. That's why.
Yeah,
well, Davis is the TD vulture.
He is.
I want to give a little shout out to Michael Carter though. 5,100. The reports came out yesterday that the offensive coordinator, Mike LaFleur, really likes Michael Carter this season for the Jets. He says he's going to be the heartbeat of their offense. Now, I know it's ugly to play any Jets in your lineup.
I just don't trust it. I don't trust them saying that. I don't trust the Jets offensive line. They're already dealing with injuries. They got a lot of young players on that offensive line. And on top of that, they have the running back they just drafted this year in Breece Hall, I think is the last name, Breece Hall. Yep. So at some point, he's going to end up taking some of those carries. So I read bullshit in that statement.
Yeah,
so Chris says AJ Dillon's a good buy, 5,300. That is dirt cheap. That is a solid pick.
That's not bad either.
Yeah, that's dirt cheap for AJ Dillon.
And it is supposed to be a 50-50 split, right, Max? Isn't that what they said? They're going to like 50-50 this year?
I think Jones is going to be used a lot in the passing game and more AJ Dillon more in the run game. But you can't either or, man. Let me see Aaron Jones's price. Because I think he might be a little higher.
He's like 6,000. Yeah, he's like
6,700. Yeah. So like he could be a nice play because of those catches, But I think AJ Dillon's going to be in between the numbers more than Jones is this season.
Yeah, Dillon's a solid play today.
Oh yeah, he's dirt cheap. Let's go to receiver. Now, here is why I say Dobbs. 3,000 flat. 3,000. That's a free square. Because even if he plays and he just gives you about like 5 catches for 80 yards or something like that, bro.
You wish. That'd be a good day.
No, I'm saying,
that's an ideal spot.
Well, okay, 3 catches for 40 yards. That's 7 points. I mean, that's not crazy, but for 3,000.
3,000, yeah, it's still
you're gonna save.
You got an opportunity there for sure.
Yeah, but if we're gonna pay up, my favorite, I like Debo against the Bears because George Kittle's out. I think he's gonna see more targets, and they're probably. I mean, the Bears defense without take away Roquan Smith, their defense isn't that good. I mean, whole team sucks for the Bears, but
they have Robert Quinn too. But yeah, outside of those two, I'd say pretty trash.
I mean, Chase is kind of cheap, 7,100, but Pittsburgh is a tough game or a tough matchup. Who are you all looking for if you want to pay up, like the big dog for receiver?
If I'm gonna pay up, like I'm always bargain at receiver. I'm pretty heavy on that. I'm almost always gonna bargain at receiver, but I really like Tyreek Hill at 6,700. That's another guy where I feel like that is the cheapest you're gonna get Tyreek Hill. Okay, they're down on him because of Tua, obviously, but he has a great matchup going up against this Patriots defense. They have no secondary outside of Devin McCourty. And their cornerback game is looking real weak right now. So I see this as a eat game for Tyreek Hill. And if I'm paying up, that's a guy. That's like the top price I'm going to pay, but I'm only willing to pay it because I feel like he's at such value, even at 6,800.
Yeah, I'm taking Tyreek all day too.
Damn. Okay, so y'all both like Tyreek. Okay. So you don't want to take a chance on Devontae Adams at the 8,100 price?
Too much. It's too much, man. You gotta damn near be a god to live up to that price tag.
You got to be a Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, exactly.
I like Justin Jefferson too, even though he's going against the Packers. But I mean, he's going against Jair Alexander, so that's going to be interesting. Yeah, it's a tough matchup for him, even though he's kind of matchup proof, honestly. McLaurin, I'm sorry, Jags. I know you like the Jags guys, but hey, 6,500 for Scary Terry. That's kind of cheap for me. And Waddle's pretty good too. There's a lot of great value in receiver.
I think there's too. I even think Marquise Brown at 6,200. I have him in a couple of lineups. I think that's good value for him too, because I think this is going to be a shootout game. He's going to be the top pass catching option for the Cardinals in this game. And I just think that we saw what he could do in an offense where the run game was prioritized. In this offense, the pass game's prioritized. Marquise Brown has a ton of speed. I could see him going for 150 and 2 touchdowns in this game.
Damn.
I just think it's possible. That's his ceiling to me in this game. It's pretty high.
Look down. I like Pittman's price too.
Pittman's a good price too.
Yeah. 5,500. I mean, geez. I think Matt Ryan is going to look at this man, for the most targets. And just by the price tag itself, he should be high owned, honestly. I think he's going to ball today. Thielen, and dirt cheap too.
I want to give my number one value at wide receiver too, because I was pretty mind blown when I saw it. Tyler Boyd is at 4,800 right now. I understand that he is the third receiver on the pecking order, but dude, Tyler Boyd is he's close to 1,000 yards the past 2 seasons. All right. If they're doubling up on those other dudes, I mean, there's a lot of opportunity there. I just feel like 4,800, that is like disrespectfully low.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. DJ Chark too is down there. Sammy Watkins.
I like AJ Green.
AJ Green at 4,600. Yeah, I can't trust AJ Green, but that's cheap as hell. That's cheap as hell. So let's go to tight ends because I like the matchups for the tight ends tonight or today, I should say. Why is it?
Yeah, I'm wondering that too.
That's weird.
Yeah. Hold on. There we go. Here's a top dog, Andrews, as he should be against the Jets. I mean, actually, it was kind of crazy seeing Kelsey below Andrew. I think Kelsey should be number one every single time.
I think it's the matchup. I really believe it's the matchup more than anything. But look, I'm a heavy spender at tight end. I'm always going to go up and get him, but there's some value here. Okay. Goddard at 4,500 below Gesicki and Hawkinson. I feel like that is super low. I have him in almost all of my Draftkings. I switched it up in a couple and put Waller because I like him as well. But at 4,500, dude, I mean, you really can't beat that for Goddard.
Chevy said, Pittman, let's go. The only good player on his team. But yeah, I'm with you, dude. You saw my lineup. I have Goddard in there. I don't like really paying up for tight end. I like the mid-range guys. I think Gerald Everett could
mid-range guys.
I know. It's very risky. It's very risky. I think Gerald Everett at 3,800. The Chargers, that's the number one tight end for the Chargers and Justin Herbert. I just believe in that offense, I just think he might get a freaking random touchdown or something like that, and pay off that price tag. But I'm with you. I'm playing Goddard all day today. Let's go to defense, and then we'll show our lineups. The first defense that kind of screamed at me is the Saints defense, bro, against the Falcons, 3,700.
That's a high price tag, though. I mean,
it is high. It is high. But I just think that the matchup's great for them.
But listen, don't go against the rule of DraftKings. You never spend big on defense, man.
No.
Slide that thing down. Slide that thing down.
Slide it all the way down.
Slide that thing down. Okay, I got my eyes on 2 defenses. This is pretty much the only 2 defenses I've considered putting in lineups, and that is the Jaguars and the Dolphins. Pretty much every single one, I went ahead and just did the Dolphins because I feel like they have way more talent on defense, and I think that they could wreck the Patriots today. But the Jaguars are another team where I think that they could have a solid performance against the Washington Commanders now. But yeah, I'm going to Dolphins all day in pretty much every single lineup.
Who's your defense, Pedro?
I like the Jaguars. They're cheap. They're cheap, and Carson Wentz is butt cheeks, man.
Yeah. Who's your tight end of the day for you? Hold on, let me go back up. We both said Goddard at 4,500, but do you see anybody else that you would like to pay up for or pay down on?
Yeah, scroll down a little bit. Okay, I like Tanyan or Everett.
Yep, Everett was my little sleeper. Tanyan's he's going to be low owned. No one's going to own him at all.
Everybody's forgot about him.
Yeah, so let's Kiefer, let's bring up our lineups. Here's mine. Sorry about the scrunchiness of it, but this is the best we can get. So this is my lineup today, guys. Hurts, Kamara, Pierce, Dobbs, Pittman, Debo, Goddard, Nick Chubb at 6,500. I just think he's going to be like the workhorse there, especially with Brissett under center. I think he has a chance of really that's really underpriced for Chubb, and he might go really under-owned as well. And I got the Saints as my defense. For Kiefer, take it away.
Yeah, so I'm with you with Hurts. I got him, stacked him with Goddard because that is just a huge value. Receiver, I kind of went middle of the pack. I already talked about Tyler Boyd at 4,800 is just too low for me to not snag him in the lineup. So I threw him in there. I did consider Dobbs, but I just feel like he's a little bit more risky of a play to me. Like, I really don't know who's going to be more productive between him and Christian because they traded up to get Christian. So I feel like they're going to give him the first crack as long as he looks like he could be the guy. And then Elijah Mitchell, I went back and forth on this. The only thing that makes me nervous about Elijah Mitchell is I get nervous that maybe Debo or the quarterback will steal his touchdowns. The quarterback Trey Lance will steal his touchdowns. But I also think that they're going to rely a lot on their run game today because, look, Trey Lance hasn't gotten a lot of playing time, okay? And when you have a rookie quarterback, what do? You rely on the run. This is kind of the same situation to me. Like, they're going to lean on the run because it's Trey Lance's first game as the guy. So that's why I'm putting Elijah Mitchell in there. Also, the Bears suck ass. Derrick Henry, look, Pedro already said it, okay? I actually had it at Eckler, but I had a little extra cash once I made this lineup, and I was like, look, Derrick Henry is that man. He's 100% healthy. He's going up against a trash Giants team that's, to me, they're in tank mode. They're just trying to rebuild. So I got him as my big spender. I already talked about Marquise Brown. He could be the top option for the Cardinals today. And against the weak Kansas City defense that's going to need time to grow. Pittman is a value pick at 5,500. ETN, value pick at 5,600. He can break away any day. And then you already know I hate the Patriots offense, so I'm going Miami defense.
Ivani asked, what's our core four? I think Hurts, for me, it would be Hurts, Goddard, Pittman, and Dobbs. Would be my core four. Like to start your lineup.
I don't even want to give a core four, but as far as my core players, I'm going to say Goddard, ETN, and Boyd because they give you so much flexibility, and I just see those as cheap dudes that are really like giving me more leeway to get those big tag names. So I'm going to go with the cheap guys as my core.
Hey, Killian's in the building. What's up, dog? He said dark horse defense with the Jaguars. Yep. They'll probably be really, really under-owned, and that's what you want. You want the low-owned guys that just pop off. Like if the Jaguars, if Agnew runs one back for a touchdown, there you go, man. It pays off, you know. And Chris, Dalton Schultz isn't on the slate. He's the Sunday night tight end, so that's why he's not listed on there. before we head out, let's give our favorite. Let's build a little parlay for the people. Now, this is what we talking about right here, baby. Let's go. This is as much as I can zoom in, y'all. But
take us off the screen.
Huh? Take us off? Okay. So let's go to Bovada and just check on the spreads here. So when we went down the line, what was the ones we liked the most? I think it was I
already have a parlay in if you want me to just give you what it is.
Yeah, like what's your parlay right now?
So all right. So this is my big one. Okay, I have a couple of little one bangers in there, just like a single game. But for my parlay, I went with two of what I see as guaranteed matchups. Okay, and basically my strategy is bet against New York. All right, I bet on the Ravens to win straight up against the Jets, and then I parlayed that with the Titans winning straight up against the Giants, and then for my risky one, all right. Listen, I doubled down. I went the Raiders over the Chargers. Okay. They're the underdog. So I wanted to pick an underdog. They're my guys. I think that they can pull it out today. I did a little bit. So, cause I was tempted to pick the Jaguars because we're underdogs, but I just don't like betting on my team. I feel like that never works out for me. So I kind of leave the Jaguars off limits. So that's why I left them out. I kind of, after looking at the Packers being the underdogs, I kind of wish I would have picked them instead, but I'm still good with rolling with the Raiders. So, yeah, that's my parlay of the day. I put $5 in. If I win, I get $17.94.
Hold on. So you said you have a parlay of this, the Titans and the Ravens. That's it.
No, and the also the I just told you the Raiders over the Chargers. That's what makes it.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Pushes the money.
Oh, got you. So you have a 3-team parlay. You said $5.
$5. Mm-hmm.
18.
Well, actually, right. I guess I got it at better odds because mine. Oh no, you got it at better odds. I win $17.94 profit.
Oh really?
If I win. Dang, I should have waited till this morning.
And that's why I wait till Sunday. That's always why.
Oh well, win some, lose some.
All right, let's build a parlay real quick. So when we were discussing the games, we loved. I like the Packers to win. All right, that's 105. I think we all picked the Packers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what was the spreads? Oh, the Eagles -5.5. That looks nice. Do y'all agree on that one too?
Yeah.
On them covering. And then what was the other one? Was it the Saints?
Dolphins?
The Dolphins, yeah.
It was the line.
Yeah, the line. So that's plus 617 right there for a three-team parlay. Wasn't there one more that we liked the spread? Oh, the Niners. Over the
I like the Niners.
Let's throw that in. Let's just say we throw $10 on
$1.
Ooh, look at that, 126, baby.
You could also add the under on the Jaguars Commanders game.
Okay, let's just.
I think in my opinion that's pretty safe.
Now we're getting a little ballsy. Now we're going to 5-team parlay. Okay, so the under. What would that get us? Man, we're about to be rich, man. Oh my God!
Lock it in.
I'm not logged in, but I probably will. So that's our parlay. I think I like that parlay. So we got the Dolphins spread at -3, San Fran -6.5 point spread, Eagles -5.5 point spread, and then we got the under on the Jaguars Commanders game under 44, and the Packers money line at +105. You throw $10 on that thing, you win 246.09, baby. Woo. Hey man, it's we're gonna be rich, and we're, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So what's up, Dr. Van? What's going on, bro? Yep. So that's basically the first Sunday show here on Max Coverage TV. Shout out to Pedro for joining in this week. You will see Pedro throughout the whole season on the show with us. Guys, game day. You know what I'm saying? We got, 2 hours until kickoff, baby. Get the red zone.
7 hours of commercial-free football.
Start now. Hey, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in on the show. Shout out to everybody. Let's hope your team wins. Hope your fantasy team wins, and hope you win some money. Anything you want to tell the people before we head out, y'all?
Nope, that's it for me. Let's go.
Hey, we are back, baby. What's our recap show, Kiefer? Either tomorrow or sometime soon.
Yeah, sometime this week. I'd say Tuesday would be a good day.
All right. Well, catch us on the next show. Hey, football's back. You have fun. Drink some good drinks. Eat some good food. And until next Sunday, we'll be back. Until then, we're out of here. Peace. Football's back, baby.
Let's go.